Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Flush to his right. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Now it's Dobbins, and that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 21, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. On is Luke to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. 29-yard line. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop, step, or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense, and he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the 1st down.
He keeps it himself, and Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard
Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. Greg and I return to Denver after this. In some rhythm, good drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. Man in motion is Ingram. On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Exiting the pocket right. There he goes again. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Marlon Humphrey, usually found in coverage. That time on the blitz, gets there for the sack. Nix from the gun on third down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be fourth down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
On fourth down, here's Nix. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. On 1st and 10, Jackson. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to the ability to get stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. And the pistol, Jackson ready, out to his right, going up top and looking for Flowers. And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Play action now. It's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And that is incomplete. Sutton, the man he was looking for. 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he'll wind up taking this for about a gain of 6, making it a more manageable 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
18. That's good for a Broncos.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. And a battle for this one. It is caught by the receiver. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Nix. On the run to the right. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds. So until the break.
Ravens 45-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Nix to throw. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. First half playing out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
27-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton. 1st down, 10 yards to go.
1 yard. And the Broncos 1st down.
A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
17
Good start to this drive so far. Another 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
10 more yards. That's another Broncos 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Harvey. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
A run once more. That's Harvey. And he'll get the 1st down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing. Nix. Flush to his right. He runs with it. And that'll work out nicely. That's a pickup of 7 on the 1st down scramble.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive.
And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, it's a long drive, and this defense certainly looks a little gassed up here, Mike. And, you know, remember, playing at altitude, that's a different animal. And these Broncos guys, they're used to it. This is what they're built for, and just a really nice job there by the big guys up front. They're going to be able to punch this thing for a touchdown.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. We call it the octopus, and it cuts the deficit down a bit further. Now return coming from the 7. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 91 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, well, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's Dobbins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 27
And in motion is Ingram. We'll go play action with Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack. This will be 3rd and long. To throw is Nix. Pressure gonna get there again. He's forced down once more. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Jackson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are wise. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
A pass pulled in by Henry. And he will finally be taken down inside the 10-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 35 yards. To the air one more time with Jackson. Moving to his right. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Try it again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Jackson up top again. That's going to be caught. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's going to be taken down. They get him for the sack at the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That'll bring up 2nd and 11. Dobbins going to get it now as we start the 4th. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the
3rd and 7.
line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Back to throw is Nix. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie.
My sincerest regards. Why the rising tide of troubled waters we cross into the fire and frost when the desire is lost? Is it survivor's remorse that raised higher the course? During the year of the horse, I had so much to resolve, it hung me over. I was fearing the hair of the dog. They keep my homie. I was there when they carried him off. When we buried him, we wrapped him in Nigerian cloth. They told a story about him having a malaria cough. They tried to say he had a that was clearly a torch. I hold the fury so they fear me, but it nearly was lost. Expecting me to be forgiven like it really was squashed. But I have seen so much that I can never be hushed. I've been the bearer of a burden that is heavy as I'm pure legacy, incredibly I'll never be touched. It ain't nowhere to go from here but up. While we were all in denial, and seeing the murderer smile as he was wrong.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the outskirts of the nation's capital. It's Northwest Stadium in Landover, the home of the Commanders. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson set with you for some football. That is Ben Sauls, who has the ball on the tee. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line, and that's where the opening drive of the game will begin. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
The second down throw is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. The defensive pressure was stifling, forced him to throw it away, and it brings up fourth down. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to fourth down. He'll go. Here's Daniels. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on fourth down.
And that's a big-time effort on fourth down. If he doesn't come up with this ball, Mike, they turn it over on downs, but instead, not only does he lay out and make a terrific catch, they get a fresh set of downs here and now see if they can finish this thing off and come away with some points.
Moving outside the pocket. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Ohio State. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboot. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Down by Jertanius Martin. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. As the Commanders
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll go again with Scatterboot. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. It was the rookie out of Ohio State in on the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and short. Here's Dart. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Giants.
Really nice call there on 3rd and inches. You have the defense thinking run, and then you hit them with the short pass, and the yardage you get after that is just gravy. They turn this into a nice play, and they pick up first down.
Come to the line now for first down and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down, Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air again goes Dart. He'll look middle, and he's got his man. Complete.
Complete to Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
Now the try here for the point after. And he misses the extra point. No good, and this will remain a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
On the return, the Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it! And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play there for Washington. 37 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. On play action, Daniels forced to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
if you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Throwing on second down, Daniels. He finds De'Ami Brown. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Giants leading this one early. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter. They begin with a third down and 3. Forced out wide. And he does all he can to get away. But they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage. Bring him down and force fourth down.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big fourth down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Rolling right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he turns nothing into something there. The scramble yields 4 yards on the play.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. The rookie first-round pick. They're on the tackle.
37-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
3rd and 2, and it's Dart. Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
And the Giants first down.
Here's a handoff to Scatterboo. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 44-yard line.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. Nothing. Net at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Open right side is Okonkwo. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's swung out to Krosky Merritt. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain of 11. And it's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot in try to run a play like that, it is blown up behind the line.
Brings up second and
Move
goal.
back to the 10. He'll try here on second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Chick Okonkwo was the intended receiver. And now, third and goal coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. They face second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Once again, it's Scatterboot. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be taken down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Out of shotgun, it's Dart. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. See what they have for second and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw is Dart. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense, and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboot. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Throwing, Dart, exiting the pocket right. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. Here's Dart. And he will have a Giants first down. As this defense is unable to hold, gain of 7 on that 3rd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Scatterboot. And they'll take this down inside the 35. This drive started to take some nice shape. Another first and 10 here.
New York.
On the give, Scatterboot. And he will get into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Cam Scatterboot. Touchdown, Giants. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there. and go for two.
The Giants will line up for the two-point conversion.
Looking to throw. It's dark. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's complete to Burks. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Trying to claw their way back into this one, and that'll help. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, what's up? Hey, twin!
Now it's the Arizona product that is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10.
At the Giants' 46-yard line.
They'll throw with Daniels. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Daniels going to try to sneak it. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try to sneak it over. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
What can you say about the effort of this defense, Mike? I mean, they find themselves backed up their heels on their own goal line. And not only do they come up with a big 3rd down stop, they take them back for a loss. Brings up 4th down, and wow, they got a chance to make a huge goal line stand.
Patrol. Go.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. Couldn't get rid of the football. They turn it over. Stop on 4th and goal.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz plan for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
He was brought down by Nick Cross. A gain of a
It is
yard.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
A give out of the gun, and it's Scatterboot. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 20. They get 15 on that game. That's good for a Giants first down.
First down, Giants.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. Center leads him to the line for 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That's caught. And he will dive into the end zone. 81 yards.
Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.